All right, everyone. Hello. Hope you can hear me okay. Another edition of Field of Dreams Baseball. We're going to knock out some games today. I think it looks like we're on July 17th of the season, 2. So just give me a shout here if you can see, if you can. Okay, good. Thanks, Slashed. I put the link up there in case, I think the link's there. Yep, link is there in case you want to join. So let's see here. I didn't have a plan for any scheduled games, but since Slashed is here, do you want to maybe play your game against Tampa Bay? Oh yeah, sorry about that. There you go. So I think we'll start off with Tampa Bay Mid-Michigan. How's that sound? Gibson versus Koufax. And we got Dave Lando here. We got Bernie Strom. We got Slashed. All right, so I think hopefully Beals will join in, and some others might. Oh, let me just put my announcement in the. I'm sorry about that. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. No, that's not it. I am trying to see. 1 second. I'm just going to share my. Let me get to my site here. Bear with me. There we go. Hello. Oh, here we go. Hello. Oh, here we go. Just going to put an announcement in my Discord that I'm going to be online here. Okay, here we go again. So we're back to the game. We're going to start Tampa Bay, Mid-Michigan here. And we're at Candlestick Park. We're going to do human, and we're going to do the lineups. Koufax versus Gibson. Lefty versus lefty versus righty. And we're ready to go here. Let's get this thing on the road here. Man, oh no, I gotta do the stadium over. Crapola. We got Buckshot's here. How you doing, Buckshot? Hope you're doing well. I gotta do this park layout. Sorry about this, folks. A little bit of a not sure what happened there, but I was gonna set these labels up real quick. Actually, these go here. And these are so hard to deal with sometimes. All right. All right. Sorry for the delay again. Pitcher, catcher. Grandstand. Okay, right-handed batter, left-handed batter. I think we're good here. Save. Batter, pitcher. There we go. All right, so here we go. We got Tampa Bay Deluge Dodgers 53-39 versus the Mid-Michigan Thrillers, or 53-41. So we got a battle in the same division battle here. And for the home standing Thrillers, in left field with Barry Bonds, center field Granderson, right field Tony Canigliaro, Right field, first base, Miguel Cabrera. Second base, Lou Whitaker. Shortstop, Alan Trammell. Third base, Matt Williams. Catching is Ivan Rodriguez. And on the mound is Bob Gibson, who is 16-6 with a 2.34 ERA, having a wonderful season this year. And we have for the Tampa Bay Deluge Dodgers, we have Sam Crawford leading off, Bill Madlock, Duke Sims, Bobby Grich, Frank Howard, Sixto Lezcano, Don Baylor, Maury Wills, and Matt Kemp. And let's get it underway here. Gibson to face Crawford. And he hits a base hit to center field. Oh, gets a double. It's his 29th double of the season, Sam Crawford. And that brings up Bill Madlock, who's batting .225 this season. And he hits a base hit through the right hole, and it gets through by Lou Whitaker and into right field, and we get first and third, nobody out. Duke Sims is up, 173 average, 9 homers and 25 RBIs. Oh, pickoff attempt, he's safe. And Sims grounds it to Whitaker, makes a great play, throws the Trammell for 1 and to Cabrera for 2, but a run will score, but they do get the double play. So it's a quick 1-0 lead for Tampa Bay. Now there's 2 outs, though. And Bobby Grich is up, 251 with 19 home runs and 52 RBIs. Here's the pitch. He walks him. And that brings up Frank Howard, 8 home runs, 37 RBIs. And he strikes him out. So that's the end of the first, top of the first. It's now 1-0 Tampa Bay, and here comes Mid-Michigan to bat. And we got Granderson. Oh, let me go by this. So we got Baylor in left field, Matt Kemp in center, Sixto Lezcano in right, Sam Crawford at first, Bobby Grich at second, Maury Wills at short, Bill Madlock at third. Behind the plate is Duke Sims. On the mound is Sandy Koufax, who is 9-8 with a 2.97 ERA. And the batting order will be Curtis Granderson, followed by Barry Bonds, Matt Williams, DH Jim Thome, Miguel Cabrera, Tony Canigliaro, Lou Whitaker, Alan Trammell, and Ivan Rodriguez. Pitch to Granderson is coming. Here we go. And he pops one into right field for a base hit. Barry Bonds is up, 19 home runs, only hitting .208 this season. Far cry from his real average, but we'll see what happens in the second half of the season. Here's the pitch to Bonds. And he grounds it weakly to short. Maury Wills goes to second for 1, but they will not be able to turn 2. So 1 out and 1 runner at first for Matt Williams. Matt Williams has 19 home runs and 39 RBIs with a paltry 174 average, though. So here's the pitch to Williams. And Bonds is going, and he's safe. Steals second base. And there's the pitch to Williams again. And he hits a fly ball deep to left center field, way back, and that's going to be gone. 20th home run of the season for Matt Williams, and it's now 2-1 Mid-Michigan. So that's a quick change in score right there. 20th home, it's 405 feet. And here comes Jim Thome. And he strikes him out. Those 2 outs, and Miguel Cabrera's up. 255, 11 homers, and 28 RBIs. And he hits a line drive into left field for a base hit. 2-out hit for Miguel Cabrera, and Tony Canigliaro gets up. He's 190 with a six home runs and 40 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Strikes him out. So after 1, it's 2-1 Mid-Michigan. And here comes Sixto Lezcano. The pitch. Grounds it to third. Matt Williams throws across the diamond, makes the play, get the out, number 1. And Don Baylor is up. 250 average, 11 home runs. And here's a fly ball to right field deep, and Canigliaro is going to snag it down the corner. Out number 2 is Maury Wills, 223 average, 1 homer of 26 RBIs and 48 stolen bases. The pitch, and he strikes him out. So that does it for the top of the second. Go to the bottom of the second. Lou Whitaker, Trammell, and Pudge Rodriguez due up. Pitch to Whitaker. And he line drives center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. And Whitaker reaches first. And Alan Trammell is now up. As the pitch. And bunts it. Sims throws to Grich for the out. And Whitaker gets over to second. So a sacrifice bunt. Now puts Whitaker in scoring position. And here's Ivan Rodriguez. Strikes him out. Koufax, third strikeout of the game. And here comes Curtis Granderson, who is 1 for 1. He singled to right in the first inning. And he strikes him out. So Koufax is bearing down now. after giving up that 2-run home run. And here comes Bob Gibson takes the mound for the top of the third, and here's Matt Kemp to lead it off. And he grounds shot play to Matt Williams. Matt Williams throws it to Cabrera for out number 1. Sam Crawford, 1 for 1 today with a single. Oh, I'm sorry, double. And here's the pitch. And he hits another base hit. And this one's going to keep him to a single, but he's now 2 for 2. And here comes Bill Madlock, who's also 1 for 1. Pitch. And Crawford goes, and a ground ball to Williams. They can't get Crawford at second, but they throw to first and get Madlock. So it's 2 outs, and now Crawford's standing at second base. Here comes Duke Sims. He grounds it to Cabrera, who tags first himself, and that's the end of the second inning. And here we go to the top of the third, 2-1 Mid-Michigan. Pitch to Barry Bonds, who's 0 for 1. He strikes him out. Sandy Koufax, number 5. And here comes Matt Williams, who has a 2-run home run to his credit this game. And he hits another fly ball deep, but Matt Kemp's going to have this one for out number 2. And Jim Thome is up to bat. He's a DH 0 for 1. And he loses him and walks him, takes first base. And here comes Miguel Cabrera. And another walk. So strikeouts and walks are coming in bunches for Koufax. And it brings up Canigliaro as 0 for 1. And he strikes him out. So 6 strikeouts in the game. And after 3, it's 2-1 Mid-Michigan. And Bobby Grich is up. Hey, Dwayne Martz, thanks for joining. Bobby Grich flies out to left field. Barry Bonds grabs it for out number 1. Here comes, and Jamie's SGJ Jamie's here. Thanks, Jamie, for showing up. Again, I'll put the link here in case anybody feels froggy and they want to leap. But here's Frank Howard now to face Bob Gibson, and he grounds foul down the third base line. Strikes him out. And Sixto Lizcano comes to the plate. 0 for 1. And another strikeout. So as you might imagine, between Koufax and Gibson, we have strikeouts galore here. 10 total, I believe, so far. We're only through 3.5 innings, and that's 2-1 still Mid-Michigan. And has Mid-Michigan come up to bat with Whitaker, Trammell, Rodriguez. And another strikeout. That's 7 for Koufax. Trammell. He grounds to short. Maury Wills throws to first in time for the out. 2 outs now, and his Pudge Rodriguez. And his 8th strikeout. So really bearing down here since the first inning. They were a little rusty. Here comes the pitch as Tampa Bay makes its way to the plate. Don Baylor comes up 0 for 1. And he walks him. And that brings up Maury Wills. He's 0 for 1. And Don Baylor takes off, and he's going to be safe. 14th stolen base for Don Baylor. That brings up, and still Maury Wills at the plate. And here's the pickoff try at second base. He's safe. Here's the pitch to Wills. Grounds it to first base, and that's going to get the runner over to third, and is 1 out now. And Matt Kemp. And he grounds it to third weakly, and it's foul. Just gets to the left of the bag, and do this over again. Here we go. Take your base. Ooh, Kemp walks. Third walk for Gibson. And here comes Crawford, 2 for 2. He's been a menace so far in the game. Double and a single. Here's the pitch. Oh, Ivan Rodriguez check signs with Gibson first. And Crawford hits another shot down the line. That's going to be extra bases. That's going to score at least 1 run. See what Matt Kemp does. And the ball gets thrown into the... Oh, it's caught. It's safe. Matt Kemp scores from first base. He hits the cutoff man and Whitaker, but the relay throw wasn't in time. It's now 3-2 Tampa Bay. So Sam Crawford, his second double of the game, his 3rd hit. And here we are in the 5th inning. That brings up Bill Madlock. There's the pitch. He's 0 for 2. I'm sorry, Duke Sims. Oh, Bill Madlock got put on. He's intentionally walked, and here's Duke Sims. He lines out to Trammell, out number 2. And Bob Grich is up. And he hits a fly ball deep to center field. That could be trouble, folks, but no, Granderson has it. He ends up chasing it down over his head, making the unbelievable catch. And here comes the Mid-Michigan Thrills in the bottom 5th after Tampa Bay takes the lead 3-2 on a 2-run double by Sam Crawford. Here's the pitch to Granderson. Line drive right to Grich. He makes the catch. So we got 1 quick out. And Koufax sets and fires to Barry Bonds. And he hits a fly ball deep to right. That's going to be trouble. And that's going to be gone. Barry Bonds hits a home run. Ties the game up at 3. His 20th, his 20th home run. So him and Matt Williams are a formidable force here. And it's now tied up with 1 out. As Matt Williams hit the first home run in the game back in the first inning. Here's the pitch. And this one's not going to make it out. This is a pop-up in the infield, and Maury Wills has it for out number 2. And Jim Thome also, who can hit them out, has 17 home runs this season. Here's the pitch. Strikes him out for number 9. So after 5, we have a tie game again, 3-3. And here's Frank Howard. He hits a line drive down the line. That's going to be more extra bases. Going for 2. He's safe. 22nd double for Howard. And it brings up Sixto Lezcano. Oh, it looks like he has a bunt to the pitcher, and Frank Howard's going to get to third on the sacrifice. So we got 1 out, 1 out at third, and here's Don Baylor. Strikes him out. 5th strikeout for Gibson. And here is Maury Wills. Grounds it to Whitaker, and he's going to have it. It's going to be close, but he's out at first, and that does it for the top of the 6th. And we go to the bottom of the 6th, tie game 3-3. Miguel Cabrera. He hits a fly ball left field, and Don Baylor is going to have it for the out number 1. And here comes Conigliaro, 0 for 2. And he hits a ground ball sharply to Wills, and Wills bobbles it, and it's going to be error number 11 in the season because Conigliaro stands at first base, and here's Lou Whitaker. And he hits a soft ground ball to first. Crawford has it, takes it himself, and he's out. Just beat Whitaker to the bag, and someone is hurt. Lou Whitaker's out for the game. So we have an injury. And 2 outs, and Trammell's up at bat with a runner at second. And Trammell hits a base hit into the hole. Let's see if they send Conigliaro. They do, and he's going to score to take the lead, 4-3 for Mid-Michigan. RBI single for Trammell. And Bernie and Beatles, there's a 2-out single. That's apparently a lacking in OOTP, but that's a discussion for another time. So a 2-out RBI single, I'm sorry. And here comes Ivan Rodriguez, the catcher. Here's the pitch. Oh, the pickoff stance. Nice, safe. And Pudge Rodriguez hits a fly ball right to Baylor. Out number 3, that's going to do it. But Mid-Michigan scores again and takes the lead 4-3. Bob Gibson is still in the game. 114 pitches. Faces Matt Kemp. Strikes him out. Number 6. And Sam Crawford has been a one-man wrecking crew this game with 2 doubles and 3 hits. See what happens here. And he hits it to Andrews, and Andrews finally makes the play. Andrews is stepping in for the injured Lou Whitaker. Makes the play to Cabrera for out number 2. So they finally retire Sam Crawford. And here comes Bill Madlock. And he hits a ground ball. Andrews throws to Gibson covering the bag, and that's out number 3. So we go to the 7th inning stretch. Thanks for that 7th inning stretch interlude. So I see Will Tools here. Thanks for joining, Will. Appreciate you coming on. Glad to see many Field of Dreams managers here. And I see Bernie just scouring the chat section here. I see Bernie Strom is trying to get people to check the trade section as everybody's trying to wheel and deal for the last few days before the trade deadline. I'm pretty sure everybody's traded everybody at least once in that team. at least some people on this chat have anyway. But anyway, back to the game. We got Koufax, Piers Strong facing Granderson. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And Koufax gets his 10th strikeout of the game. And that's pretty good. He's got 173 on the season now. Here's the pitch to Bonds. And he strikes out Bonds for his 11th strikeout today. And here comes Matt Williams. Hey, he hits a base hit up the middle. So we got a 2-out single for Williams, and here comes Jim Thome, who's 0 for 2. And Sims comes out to check with Koufax. Pitch to Thome. And strikes out the side. You get 12 strikeouts through 7 innings. And we go to the top of the 8th. Bob Gibson faces Duke Sims. Walks Duke Sims. Wow, 0 for 3 guy and light hitter. And here comes Bobby Grich. 249, 19 home runs. And he bunts. Bobby Grich bunts. They really need to get that tying run over the scoring position, and it works. So we got 1 out, runner at second. Here comes Frank Howard. Strikes out Frank Howard. So 7 strikeouts for Gibson. Sixto Lezcano trying to get that runner in from second. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out. So strong showing by the pitchers today. 8 strikeouts for Bob Gibson, 11 strikeouts for Koufax. Koufax is coming out again, yet he looks like he might be tiring. We'll see if he stays in. Miguel Cabrera steps to the plate, and here's the pitch. Strikes out Cabrera for 13. And here comes Tony Conigliaro, who's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Strikes out Conigliaro for 14. So Koufax is just on fire here with strikeouts. And Mike Andrews is coming up, his first at bat of the game. 300 average in limited time. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. The pitch. And he hits a fly ball to center field. Matt Kemp has it for out number 3. So we go to the top of the 9th. Bob Gibson comes back out, and Don Baylor will face Don Baylor, Maury Wills, and Kemp are the scheduled batters. Here comes the pitch from Gibson. Gibson strikes out number 9. And Maury Wills comes to the plate. And he hits a fly ball to left field, and Bonds is there. That's 2 quick outs. And it's down to Matt Kemp. With 1 out left to go. And Bob Gibson with 153 pitches. And let's see what happens here. And he strikes him out for number 10. So Mid-Michigan Thrillers hold on to beat Tampa Bay 4-3 in a great game here. 4-3 game, many strikeouts. Sam Crawford 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Matt Williams and Barry Bonds each hit home runs. The pitching was amazing. We got Koufax, the loser, was 9-9, but he had 14 strikeouts. Bob Gibson won his 17th game of the season. He's got 10 strikeouts. So 24 strikeouts total for the pitching, and a very good game. The MVP was Matt Williams. So that was a good game, man. Hey, Legends, thanks for joining. Appreciate you coming by. We just finished up the first game here, and maybe we'll sim the rest of this day, and then we'll move along. Let's see. We got Chicago, Florence. Ooh, Chicago with a 12-5 thrashing of Florence. We got Dallas and Cleveland. Cleveland drops 1 to Dallas. Deneen, the winner, 10 innings. Stinson, 3 for 4 with a home run. And here comes Hadley Lake and St. Pete. Hadley Lake holds on to beat St. Pete in 15 innings. Kilkenny, the winner, and Powell, the loser. And Chico's in Long Island. Oh, wow. The Long Island Legends defeat Chico's 3-0. Charles Nagy wins his 7th game, and by it, Carlos, 1 by land, 2 by sea, 3 by air, hits his 8th home run. And here we go with Hagerstown and D-Gens. Hagerstown put a 23-2 thrashing, I believe, on them the other day. And D-Gens wins a regular scored game, 4-3. Red Ames, the winner in 10 innings. Paul Parrott loses 10-11, and Horner hits his 21st home run. And here comes Berlin and San Francisco. Berlin wins 2-0. Jimmy Key hits the win, and Mattingly hits his 3rd home run. And here comes Amazing versus Lancaster. And Lancaster dispatches Amazing 8-5. Tommy John is his 10th win. Robinson goes 3 for 4 with 15th home run. And Edmonton, Canada. Canada shuts out Edmonton 2-0. Hal Newhouser with the win, his 11th. And Colavito hit his 22nd home run. Here comes Manchester and T-Ville. T-Ville beats Manchester. Wow, 4-2. Henkin wins the 7th game. Gaylord Perry loses. So that's another defeat by Manchester, and brings us to Liverpool and Lehigh. Battle of some really good teams in this division in this league here. Liverpool wins a slugfest 8-7. Mort Cooper with a win, his 13th. Bauer with a loss with his 11th. And the last game of the day is Carpathian in Vegas. And Vegas beats Carpathian 3-2. Singer the winner. Facero just hit a wall this season. He's now 7-9. He was leading the league in ERA and wins, and he just basically hasn't just hit a wall. And nothing much else you can say. So here we go. So that's through the 17th. Let's go to the 18th. What do we got here? Got lots of double headers, I see. So what game should we play? Who was it? Mid-Michigan. We had. How about Hagerstown? Who else do we have? Any suggestions for games here? Anybody? Hagerstown. Do we have Dwayne here? We played Jamie's team. We got Lynn. We had Chicago. Who's Chicago playing? Edmonton. Post a suggestion if you have one. If not, I'll just pick one here. Canada Lancaster. That's a good game. Good call, Bernie. Play Canada Lancaster. All right. Let's see. Computer lab. Bert Hooton versus Dizzy Trout. So all right, here we go. Okay, here we are. Here, the Fighting Amish playing of Lancaster, visiting the Canada A's here at Tiger Stadium, circa 1945, I believe, or 46, somewhere around there. And Canada A's are 63-32, dominating the league so far. But Lancaster's not too far behind. They find themselves, I believe, 6 games back or so, with a 57-35 record. For Canada A's, we have Rocky Colavito in left. We have Willie Wilson in center. Al Kaline in right. Albert Pujols at first. Ben Zobrist at second. Roy Smalley at short. Pablo Sandoval at third. Behind the plate is Ted Simmons and Dizzy Trout on the mound, 6-8, with a 4.20 ERA. And for the Lancaster Fighting Amish, we have Paul Blair leading off. Justin Morneau, Joe Mauer, Reggie Smith, Brooks Robinson, Dusty Baker, Steve Garvey, Mark Belanger, Davey Johnson to round out the order. And we're ready for action here. Paul Blair is in the box, and he's ready to face Dizzy Trout. Here's the pitch. And he grounds it to first. Pujols bobbles it, and Blair makes it to first on an error by Pujols. So we got a base runner right off the bat. Justin Morneau faces Trout. Here's the pitch. Morneau is 7 home runs, 31 RBIs, and a 3.08 average. And he hits a shot past Zobrist for the into right field for a base hit, so we get first and second. And Joe Mauer is up at 299, averaging 10 home runs, 31 RBIs. And he hits a shot to Trout, who throws it to second for 1, but they can't turn the 2, and we have first and third now with 1 out. And Reggie Smith's up. 15 home runs for Reggie Smith this year so far. And he hits a ball past Smalley at short into left field this time for a base hit. So we have first and second, and a run scores. So it's a 1-0 lead right off the bat for Lancaster. And here's Brooks Robinson, 243 average, 15 home runs. And he hits a ground ball to short. Throws the third for 1, and they're going to throw it across the diamond for 2, and they don't get it. So they get the lead runner at third. So it's still first and second with 2 outs. And here's Dusty Baker. Pitch. And he hits a pop-up in the infield. Zobrist should have it. And he has, and it's the end of the first. It's 1-0 Lancaster. So Bert Hooton will have Dusty Baker in left field, Paul Blair in center, Reggie Smith in right, Steve Garvey at first, Davey Johnson second, Mark Belanger at short, Brooks Robinson at third, and behind the plays, Joe Mauer. And for Canada, we have Willie Wilson leading off, Ted Simmons second, Albert Pujols third, Rocky Colavito fourth, Pablo Sandoval fifth, Al Kaline sixth, Ben Zobrist seventh, Roy Smalley, and DHing, batting ninth, is Mark McGuire. So here comes Hooton to face the powerful Canada A's lineup. Here's the pitch. Rounds it to second. Davey Johnson has it. Throws to first for out number one. Here's Willie Wilson. Oh, I'm sorry, Ted Simmons. And he grounds a sharp one to Belanger, who picks it up and throws to first for out number two. And Albert Pujols steps to the plate, 261 average. He grounds it to Hooton. He plays it over to Garvey for the out number three. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And Lancaster comes to the top of the second. Steve Garvey, Mark Belanger, and Davey Johnson due up. And the pitch to Garvey. Grounds it to Sandoval. Throws to first for out number one. And Belanger comes up.
Strike three.
Strikes him out. Out number two. And Davey Johnson steps to the plate, 250 hitter. And he pops it up in the infield. Roy Smalley has it. Makes out number three. Quick top of the second. Head to the bottom of the second. We got Colavito, Sandoval, and Kaline due up. Here's the pitch for Hooton. Colavito hits a fly ball deep to right, and that's going to be off the wall. Smith fields it, and Colavito has his 26th double. So runner at second is Pablo Sandoval.
Ball four.
Walks him. So we got two runners on nobody out. And Al Kaline's up 275, 23 home runs this season. Here's the pitch. Here's a grounder to Belanger. He's going to throw to Davey Johnson for one, over to Garvey for two. They get the double play. And Colavito takes third, but now there's two outs. And here's Ben Zobrist. And he hits a sharp base hit to center field, and it's going to drive in the tying run. So an RBI single for Zobrist, and it's now 1-1. And here comes Roy Smalley, who's batting 214, 16 home runs. And Smalley hits a base hit up the middle, and Zobrist is going to head to third. So it's now first and third with two outs. And Mark McGuire comes to the plate, 269 and 52 at-bats, 4 home runs, 6 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And he grounds it to third. Brooks Robinson plays it over to Garvey. It's going to be close, and he's out. So that ends the inning. But they tie it up at 1, and then we head to the third inning, and here's Paul Blair to face Dizzy Trout. And there's a fly ball to center field, right to Willie Wilson. Has it for out number 1. Justin Morneau, 1 for 1 today. Strikes out today. Strikes out the second time. So 2 outs now, and Joe Mauer comes to the plate. And he hits a shot to the gap, but it's cut off by Wilson, so keep Mauer to a single. 2-out single, and we have Reggie Smith coming up. Reggie Smith bloops one over Zobrist into right field, and Mauer's going for third. Here's the throw. He's safe. So we got first and third, 2 outs, 2-out singles. And Brooks Robinson comes to the plate trying to drive in another run. Here's the pitch. And he does with a base hit to left center field, and Smith takes third. And so it's now 2-1 Lancaster, and here comes Dusty Baker. And Dusty Baker strikes out. Well, world's worst gamers here. Welcome. And he tuned in time just to see them tie it up and also to see them give up the lead the next half inning. So see how this game goes. We got Willie Wilson to lead it off, followed by Simmons and Pujols this inning. And here's the pitch from Hooton. And Wilson hits a pop fly to third base, and Brooks Robinson's waiting for it, makes the catch out number 1. Ted Simmons is up 0 for 1 today. Rounder to Davey Johnson, makes the play, and up number 2. And Pujols 0 for 1, 30 home runs this season. He's got quite a bit, and here's the pitch. And he's grounded sharply to Garvey, who snags it and tags first base, and that does a quick 1-2-3 inning. Head to the 4th now. Steve Garvey's up to face Trout.
Ball 4.
And Trout loses him and walks him. And here comes Mark Belanger. 0 for 1 today. The pitch. And he lines it to left field. Colavito. And he can't get it. He takes it picks it up off the ground, and it's a base hit for Belanger. First and second. And here comes Davey Johnson. 0 for 1 today. And he hits a fly ball to center field, and Willie Wilson sizes it up and makes the catch, and Garvey's going to stay there at second base. And Paul Blair comes up to the top of the order here, making his third at bat. He's 0 for 2 so far. And he hits a ball past Smalley into left field. It's a base hit, but everybody just advances one base here. So we have bases loaded, 1 out. Justin Morneau is 1 for 2. And here's the pitch. And he hits a ground ball to Pujols, throws to second for 1, back to first for the inning double play, and that's going to not score a run. So it's now 2-1 Lancaster after 3.5. And we go to Colavito, Sandoval, and K-line due up. And Colavito grounds it to Belanger, throws to first, out number 1. And we got Pablo Sandoval. He walked in the second inning, so. And he hits a fly ball deep to center field. That's going way back. That's gone. Pablo Sandoval hits his 17th home run to tie the game at 2 in the bottom of the 4th. And center field home run from Pablo Sandoval at Tiger Stadium. It's not an easy shot there, but he does it. And Al Kaline comes to the plate. And he grounds it to Davey Johnson for out number 2. And Ben Zobrist comes up. He's 1 for 1. And he hits a fly ball deep to right field. But Reggie Smith, he bobbles it and makes the play. With the bobble, he made a snow cone catch. And that's going to do it for the inning. But they tie it up with a home run from Sandoval. And it's now 2-2 after 4. Here comes Joe Mauer to lead it off, followed by Smith and Robinson. And Mauer walks. So Dizzy Trout walked to second batter. And here comes Reggie Smith. And he hits a fly ball to center. That's going to be out number 1. And it's going to bring up Brooks Robinson, who's 1 for 2. And he hits a fly ball to left, and Colavito's going to be there to make the catch. Out number 2, and here comes Dusty Baker. And Dwayne Martz playing out of the park 25. Here's the pitch. And he strikes out Dusty Baker. So that does it for the top of the 5th. And bottom of the 5th, we got Smalley, McGuire, and Wilson due up. Here's the pitch to Smalley. Line shot to Belanger. He makes the catch. That's out one quick out. And here's Mark McGuire, who's 0 for 1. Grounded to Belanger as well, and he throws to first. Out number 2, and here's Willie Wilson, 0 for 2. Strikes him out. So got a decent game going on here. 2-2 after 5. And here comes Dizzy Trout to face Steve Garvey. Steve Garvey hits a line drive to center, but Willie Wilson makes the catch, out number 1. And here comes Mark Belanger, 1 for 2. And he grounds it to Zobrist, and Belanger is thrown out at first, out number 2. And Davey Johnson's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Trout. He pops it up to Smalley, and he makes the out, and his top of the 6th is complete. 2-2, and here comes Ted Simmons. Grounds it to Johnson, makes a web gem play for out number 1. Great play number 26 for Davey Johnson. And here comes Albert Pujols. And he gets a base hit into left field. And Dusty Baker's hurt, out for the game. So they're going to put in a new left fielder. It's going to be Don Buford. I almost said Damon Buford. So here comes Rocky Colavito at the plate. Grounds it to Garvey. He throws to second for 1, and they don't make it back to Garvey in time, so they get 1 out here. And Sandoval hit the home run last time up. Comes to the plate with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And he line drive, and Belanger running back into the outfield makes the catch. And that does it for the inning. So after 6, it's still 2-2. And here comes Paul Blair, Justin Morneau, and Joe Mauer to face Dizzy Trout. Paul Blair grounds to Pujols, out number 1. Justin Morneau gets to the plate, and he hits a fly ball deep to right, but K-Line has it for out number 2. And Joe Mauer comes up. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. And he hits a deep fly ball to right. That's going to be trouble. Off the wall, and Mauer settles in at second with a double, his 15th. And Reggie Smith is 2 for 3 in the game. He's got 2 singles and a fly out. Here's the pitch. And he grounds this one weakly to Pujols, and he's going to flip to Trout for out number 3. So after the top of the 7th, we go to the 7th inning stretch. And Al Kaline is going to come up to face Bert Hooton.
Ball 4.
He walks Kaline. Oh, Beatles is here. 1 second. Sorry, Beatles. Hey, Beatles, how you doing?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good. We're just playing this game between Lancaster. It's a good game so far between Lancaster and Canada. 2 to
See
2.
that?
Yep. And Zobrist is up to the plate, and we have 1 on and nobody out in his pitch.
Ball 4.
Oh, he walks another one. So that's 2 walks for Bert Hooton, and maybe tiring here. Here comes Roy Smalley up. Oh, he's 1 for 2 in the game. The corners come in, and here's the pitch.
Strike 3.
And he strikes out. It's a big strikeout for Hooton, and brings up Mark McGuire, 0 for 2 in the game. Here's the pitch.
Strike 3.
Strikes out McGuire, so he's coming back after 2 walks and strikes out 2. So Willie Wilson comes to the plate, 0 for 3. Pitch. And it's wild, and the throw down to Robinson, and safe. So it's a wild pitch. It's a little delayed reaction there. Sorry about that. So now we have second. So the runners move up a base with the wild pitch, and we have second and third now. Here's Willie Wilson's pitch, 2-2.
Strike 3.
Strikes him out. Unbelievable. After walking the first 2 hitters, he strikes out the next 3.
Keeping these big Canada bats quiet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that brings up Brooks Robinson, Don Buford, who's subbing in for the injured Dusty Baker, and Steve Garvey is due up here. And his Brooks Robinson is 1 for 3.
Strike 3.
Strikes him out. So a lot of strikeouts happening. Don Buford's limited action hitting 269 with 4 RBIs. So here's the pitch. He grounds it back to Trout. That's out number 2 quickly. And Steve Garvey comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Oops, I did that by accident. Sorry. And he grounds it to Smalley, who throws to first, and it's 3rd out. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. And it said Simmons, Pujols, and Colavito, the heart of the order coming up. Bert Hooton is strong, apparently, so he's going to stay in there. And Simmons grounds it to Belanger, and I think that's an error. Yeah, he had a problem with that one. So runner at first with nobody out here. Pujols is up. He's his trouble here. So 1 for 3 for Pujols. And he grounds to Hooton, throws to second for 1. On to first with a double play. The 1-4-3 makes it 2 quick outs now. And here we go. Rocky Colavito 1 for 3 with a double.
Great heads-up play off the hill.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Belanger makes another play. Belanger's been busy today. A lot of assists and putouts. And we go to the 9th. Lancaster and A's tied at 2 here. And we got Belanger, Johnson, and Paul Blair due up here against against Trout, who seems to be fine out there with 102 pitches. And here's the pitch to Belanger. Grounds it to Smalley. Over to Pujols, out number 1. Davey Johnson, 0 for 3. He grounds it to Sandoval. He's going to throw across, out number 2. So very well fielded. Well, this 1 error apiece in the game for each team, but a lot of plays in the infield, fielded cleanly anyway. And here comes Paul Blair to lead it with 2 outs, and he's 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. And he grounds the Pujols, so makes out number 3. So sets up Canada A's to possibly take the win with a run here. So we got Sandoval who hit a home run, and K-Line and Zobrist. So here's the pitch to Sandoval from Hooton, who seems strong. And he pops it up to, looks like Belanger is going to be there. Who else? And he makes the play for out number 1. And Al K-Line comes up, who's over 2. He's batting 273 now. Here's the pitch. Oh, Norm Cash to pinch hit. Yes, he is.
Strike 3.
And he strikes him out. Wow. Norm Cash doesn't like being traded, so Here's the pitch from Ben Zobrist. And he strikes him out. So Bert Hooton's found a second gear in the later innings here.
Free baseball, baby.
5 strikeouts in the last 2 innings, and he only has 5 out of his 6 strikeouts in the 8th and 9th inning. That's pretty amazing. So, all right. So Dizzy Trout's is he coming out for the 10th inning? We'll see what happens here. Justin Morneau, and looks like he is Justin Morneau, and he hits a shot to center field, but Willie Wilson makes a great play. Out number 1, and Joe Mauer comes up. He's 2 for 3, and he puts a pop up first base. Pujols has it, 2 outs, and Reggie Smith comes up. He's 2 for 4. See if he can do something with 2 outs here. And he grounds the Pujols, flips over to Trout, and that's 3 outs here. So not much going on here offensively. So we got Smalley, McGuire, and Wilson due up. Bert Hooton's out there for the 10th inning. He says he looks fine. So we'll see what happens here. These starters do not want to come out. Here comes Roy Smalley. Line drive to Belanger, and he makes a play.
Big play.
Yep. And Mark McGuire can, as we all know, can do some damage here. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out and throw him out at first base. So 7th strikeout for Hooton. And here comes Willie Wilson, 0 for 4.
Had his pitch count.
And Wilson grounds to first, and Garvey takes it to himself. And we go to the 11th. Brooks Robinson leads it off, followed by Buford and Garvey scheduled up. And here comes Dizzy Trout out for the 11th inning. Let's see what happens. Yep. And Brooks Robinson over to Sandoval and throws the first out number 1. So here comes Don Buford, who's 0 for 1. Walks him, so that's trouble. We got a runner on base. We got Steve Garvey up, who's 0 for 3. Batting 221. Here's the pitch. Oh, check on Buford. He's safe. Pitch to Garvey. He hits a fly ball to right. Gabby Kravitz is in right field now. I don't know why that. Oh, because he's defensive replacement for pinch hitting when Norm Cash pinch hit. So Gabby Kravitz makes an appearance in the game, makes the catch there. And Mark Belanger is up. He's 1 for 4. Made some stellar defensive plays in the game. See if he can do something offensively here to help his team. And it doesn't look like it as he grounds to Pujols, and he takes it himself, and he's out. So we go to the bottom of the 11th, and Bert Hooton, it looks like he's tiring. So we'll see if we finally get a pitching change in this game. Ted Simmons, Pujols, and Colavito. No, Bert Hooton stays in. Ted Simmons, it's a fly ball deep to right, but Smith is there to make the catch. Out number 1. That was close. And here's Pujols. I mean, if there's ever a time to bring in someone fresh, this might be it, but see what happens here. And here we go. Dick Hall comes in to face Albert Pujols. Dick Hall is in 32 innings, has a 1.41 ERA and 2 saves. So here we go. And he hits a fly ball to left field, and Buford goes back for it and makes the catch. So we got 2 outs now, and Colavito's up. The pitch to Colavito. And he hits a fly ball deep, and that's going, and it's gone.
Game over.
Walk-off home run for Colavito, and the Canada A's take the win 3-2.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're playing with fire. I mean, Canada was going to burn them at some point or another.
Great game, though. Great game. Holy hell.
Bottom of the 11th, Colavito with a walk-off shot. So Canada gets the win. And that was a great game there. That was a lot of fun. And let's see here. We got Mauer and Smith 2 for 4, 2 hits apiece. Colavito 2 for 5 with his home run. Probably the star of the game. But although the pitching was amazing, 11 innings for Trout to get the win. And Dick Hall gets the loss and only a third of an inning.
Hooton K'd 7, man. Not bad.
Yeah, he did. He's like I said, he K'd 6 of those 7 came in the 8th and 9th innings alone. So and Dizzy Trout's the MVP. So that was a good game. And with that, we will play sim out the rest of this day. And there's quite a few games here to get through because we have the double headers all over the place. So we're going to start with Tampa Bay and Hadley Lake. Ooh, Hadley Lake beats Tampa Bay. Sabathia the win. Ryan the loser. Florence and Amazing. Florence beats Amazing 4-3. Bryles the winner. Shilling the loser. Ralph Garr gets 3 for 5. And Long Island and D-Gens. I always have a tough time with Long Island, so we'll see what happens. And not this time. Josh Beckett goes shutout. Well, I don't know if it's a complete game, but he wins his ninth win. They win 6-0. Nat Blajeway goes 2 for 4 with a home run. Yay! All right, San Francisco and Berlin. Berlin shuts out San Francisco. So where do they fall? They're 3.5 games behind Liverpool at the moment. And Canada, Lancaster we played. Chicago, Edmonton. I don't know why the Chicago logo is not there. It should be. I'll have to fix that. But Chicago wins the game 8-3. And Manchester T-ville. Manchester cuts back on the winning track and beats T-ville. Woody Ford, the winner. Ray Chapman gets the home run. And Dallas and Cleveland. Cleveland 10-8 slugfest. Face the winner. Ramirez 3 for 6 with a double. Which I don't know what Ramirez that is. Is that Jose Ramirez? I don't
David
know.
says bias against Chicago.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. Every time I get a new file from Steve, sometimes there's some weird things going on with the file with my logo. I have to rename the logo or something for some reason, but I had it all set up before. I don't know what happened, but okay.
I know what happened. Steve doesn't play enough Balatro.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. Hagerstown and Lehigh. Hagerstown 4-3 winners over Lehigh. Foster gets his 27th home run. Let's see. Yeah, puts him 5th in the league. There's Chico's and Liverpool. Liverpool defeats Chico's. And Denny McLean, his 10th win. Weimer, the loser, he's 4-4. But Chico's is having a little tough time here. Coming up against some adversity. And we have St. Pete and Vegas. Vegas beats St. Pete. Don Drysdale, the winner. And McLaughlin, the loser. And here comes game 2 of Tampa Bay Hadley Lake. Tampa Bay wins this one 8-4. Tanana, the winner. Smoltz, the loser. And Florence Amazing game 2. Florence beats Amazing. They sweep the doubleheader.
Wow.
Torres, second win. So that's surprising. And Long Island's D-Gens, game 2 of the doubleheader. D-Gens wins again 9-4. Bobby Jones gets a win. Wow. And so the D-Gens can win a game at home. So that's good to see. Hornsby 3 for 4 with his 21st home run. And his Berlin and San Francisco. Berlin wins another one 11-9. Wickman the winner. Parrish the home run is second. And Vegas and St. Pete plays their second game. Vegas wins again 5-2. We're on a bit of a winning streak here. Ruining Bernie's aspirations for a higher draft pick. And here comes Carpathian and Mid-Michigan round out this day. And Mid-Michigan defeats Carpathian 2-1. Broglio, the winner, and Boswell, the loser. And so that rounds out the 18th. And we got the 19th and the 20th left for the week. Let's see. We'll do one more game, so maybe we'll just sim out the 19th and the 20th, if that's all right. And then we can finish this week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just sim out this game. They'll do Cleveland and Dallas. Dallas wins 4-1. Chicago, Edmonton. Chicago beats Edmonton again. Andy Bennis, not a perfect game this time, but he gets the win. And Chico's and Liverpool again. Liverpool over Chico's again. Christy Mathewson, 17th win.
Wow.
See the loser. Yeah, Chico's is fallen. But unfortunately, Lehigh is not exactly winning, keeping up with this. They're only 2.5 back. They were 8.5 back at one point, I think, the last month. So
water
Hadley
division opening up a little bit here, Mike, too. Hadley
Yeah,
Lake
exactly.
3.5 up on Mid-Michigan. Wow.
Yep.
Or is that 2.5?
2.5.
2.5.
Yep. And 3 games over Tampa. So here's another game versus Tampa and Hadley Lake. So let's see. Tampa wins. So now it's 2 games for both Tampa Bay. Yeah. Cheesebro wins his second game. And here comes Florence and Amazing. Let's see if Florence can win. Oh, they lose to Amazing 5-4. McGraw the winner. And here's Canada and Lancaster again. Canada shuts out Lancaster 1-0 with Grover Cleveland Alexander, 15th win. So
2 great pitching games in a row with those 2 teams.
It was 11 game win streak.
Wow.
Canada. And Manchester, Tampa, and T-ville. T-ville defeats Manchester, so roller coaster ride for MV. And Willie Mays gets the win. And here comes Long Island D-Gens. And Long Island beats D-Gen 7-5. Rube Marquardt wins the game. Addy Joss just having a tough season this year.
Yeah, he is.
Yep. And Hagerstown Lehigh. Hagerstown 16-8.
Damn.
Hagerstown just laying the beat down, even away from the launching pad. Just offensive juggernaut here. Let's see what this box score is, just for the heck of it.
Mr. Shot's in here with us.
Oh, hey, Buckshot. Oh, I thought he was on the.
No.
Okay. Eddie Matthews with 2 home runs. Hank Aaron, Bob Horner, Petroselli, and Mays all hit home runs in this game. Wow. Let me just go back to this, see who had the 6 RBIs for Eddie Matthews. Wow. All right,
Beast.
here we go. Berlin and San Francisco. San Francisco wins the game against Berlin finally, and Kid Nichols gets the win. And Michigan Carpathian, 11-2 in Michigan. So it's a tough division, man. You're in a tough division right there.
And I got no pitching, so hey.
Yeah, I know the feeling there. And then we have St. Pete and Vegas. And Vegas sweep. They win another one. So Tex Houston gets this win. So Vegas is bringing in the wins. Lancaster's fallen back 6.5 now. And the division's opening up for Canada.
Sure is.
Yep. But everybody else is pretty close. I mean, and actually compared to this time last season, I think everybody's much closer than, even the fire division is much closer than it was last season.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
And we go to the 20th of July. So finish out the sim with what game should we play? Anybody you have any ideas?
Trying to see you try to get 2 that are in contention. Like directly, like Hagerstown and Chico's, because Hagerstown's been making they've been making a statement lately, right?
Why don't we do that? That sounds good. Yeah, we got the Chico's bail bonds and the advertisement in right field at Tropicana Field.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see who we got here. Sam Lever versus Hod Eller. It's got to be his 5th starter or something. So let's see. Load it up right. And all right, here we go. All right, folks, we have Hagerstown Braves and the Chico's bail bonds here at Tropicana Field. And we have for Chico's, we have Hod Eller on the mound, and he's actually 8-4, the 4.71 ERA for the season. Behind him, we have in left field Ryan Braun, center field Ichiro Suzuki, right field Vladimir Guerrero, first base Frank Chance, second base Snuffy Sternweiss, shortstop Jason Bartlett, third base Heine Groh. Behind the plate is Johnny Bench. And coming to bat for the Hagerstown Braves, we have Honus Wagner leading off, Fred Clark, Hank Aaron, Eddie Matthews, Joe Adcock, Bob Horner at DH, Shane Mack, Glenn Beckert, and Bill Raridan. So here we go. Honus Wagner leads off, 300 average, 12 home runs, 64 RBIs. The pitch to Honus. And he lines a single up the middle to start off with a single to get on base. And we have Hod Eller facing Fred Clark here with 350 average with 11 home runs. He's having a decent season for himself. And Honus Wagner moves, and Fred Clark hits one down the right field line. Vladimir Guerrero has it, and Honus Wagner is going to score from first. So right off the bat, we have a 1-0 lead for Hagerstown. And Hod Eller gets set and faces Hank Aaron. So this lineup is just scary, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just the top the first 3. I mean, it gets it's pretty solid from top to bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes Hank Aaron,
Strike 3.
and he strikes him out. So there's 1 out. Eddie Matthews comes up. He had 2 home runs in the last game. Here's the pitch.
Ball 4.
And he walks him. And that brings up Joe Adcock, 301 average, 12 home runs.
Strike 3.
Strikes him out. So Bob Horner's he's got 22 home runs this season. Not bad for him. And the pitch, and it's a fly ball to center field. Ichiro Suzuki is there to make the catch with a great play. And that does it for the top of the first. Where they get a run, and it's 1-0 Hagerstown after a half inning, and Chico is coming to bat. So for Hagerstown in the field, we have Fred Clark in left, Shane Mack in center, Hank Aaron in right, Joe Adcock at first, Glenn Becker at second, Hannes Wagner at short, Eddie Matthews at third, Bill Raridan behind the plate, and on the mound is Sam Lever, who's now 10-10 with a 4.28 ERA. And he's just about done with his warm-ups. And Frank Chance will step into the box with a 302 average, 7 home runs and 23 RBIs. And Lever winds and deals. And Frank Chance hits a base hit into left field to lead off, and brings up Vladimir Guerrero, who's 268 and 19 home runs this season so far. Here's the pitch. And Frank Chance takes off, and he's safe with a stolen base, 26 of the season. And now we have a 1-0 count to Guerrero. And he shoots up the middle. Hannes Wagner makes a great play to Adcock for out number 1. Actually, and Frank Chance takes a chance and goes to third base and makes it safely. So we got runner at third with 1 out. But geez, great play number 54 for Hannes Wagner. I mean, that's got to be Wagner, in the league leaders there, I would imagine.
Wagner perhaps saves a run there, right?
Yeah,
he does save a run. He does save a run.
Yep. And here's Heine Groh, who walks. So Sam Lever gets first and third with 1 out. Johnny Bench is here with 272 average and 17 home runs. And Groh goes and the throw to Becker, and he's out. So caught stealing. It's a tough play with runner at third base, but now with his 2 outs and his pitch to Johnny Bench, who's got a 1-strike count against him. And he hits a fly ball. Fred Clark doesn't even have to move and just hauls it in for out number 3. After 1, it's 1-0 Hagerstown. So here comes Shane Mack, 282 average, 13 home runs. And he hits a line drive to Suzuki, and Suzuki's going to make the great play in center field again. It's the second great play of the game. So, man, he who go to bed with Ichiro Suzuki, you wake up with you know what. Oh, God.
He's not only the best play-by-play man, he's also the best color man in the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike Silva. There he is.
Glenn Beckert, back to baseball. Glenn Beckert, 263 average with 3 home runs. Here's the pitch. Grounds it to Heine Groh. It throws over to Frank Chance. It's going to be in time for out number 2. And that's going to, out injured for Glenn Beckert, out for the game. Wow. I think he rolled his ankle stepping on first base when he was running that out. So we'll see what happens. And Bill Raridan comes to the plate. And he grounds to Eller, throws to Frank Chance for out number 3. So we'll see who comes in to take over second base. We got Snuffy Sternweiss up at bat, 278 average, 12 home runs. And we got Heine Zimmerman coming in to second base to take over for Glenn Beckert. Here's Sternweiss to pitch. Strikes him out. Ryan Braun, 221 average, 6 home runs. Pitch from Sam Lever. He flies out to Shane Mack, 2 outs. And Jason Bartlett comes to the plate, 275 average and 2 home runs. The pitch from Lever. And Bartlett, it's a long drive down the line.
Is it enough? It
is. A home run.
Enough.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Right down the line. Just scraped the wall right near the foul pole in left field. And 3rd home run for Jason Bartlett. And
memories of Carlton Fisk right there. Willing it fair. How about it?
Hey, and there's another. Here's a guy that never hits home runs and hits a home run.
Yeah. Who'd have thunk?
Man, I know. Greasy Neal comes up, the DH. I don't think I mentioned this. Oh, I don't remember saying his name. Maybe I didn't do the lineup for. Oh, I didn't go through the lineup for Chico's. But anyway, Greasy Neal's playing DH. Here's the pitch. And here's a fly ball to left field, but Fred Clark is there to make the catch out number 3. But they tie up the game on a home run from Jason Bartlett. It's now 1-1. And Hod Eller is going to pitch to Honus Wagner once again, who's 1 for 1. The pitch. And he grounds to third. Heine Groh is going to throw. It's going to be close. And Wagner's out at first. A close play. So just beat him with the throw. So that's 1 out. And here's Fred Clark. He gets hit by the pitch. And into the midsection. So I don't know if that was a message or not, but we'll see. And here's Hank Aaron. And Fred Clark's moving with the pitch, and Hank Aaron drops one into left field for a base hit. Fred Clark takes third. Probably would have went for home just to try to stick it to him after being hit by the pitch, but cooler heads prevailed here. So here's Eddie Matthews, who is what did he do? Walked in the first inning, and here's the pitch. Strikes him out. So a big strikeout for Hod Eller. So it's 2 outs now, first and third, and his Adcock 0 for 1. And he check on Aaron. He's safe. Oh, Joe Adcock into the gap, and it's going to be a double, and 2 runs are going to score. So it's 3-1 Hagerstown. Joe Adcock comes through, and Bob Horner comes to the plate with a runner at second. And he hits a blooper over Bartlett's head into left center field, and Adcock is going to come home, and it's going to be a 4-1 lead now for Hagerstown. Just like that, 2 outs, and all this damage is done. And here comes Shane Mack, 0 for 1. And there's another base hit. So Mack, that's about the third or fourth hit. Oh, and Horner goes to third, just makes it, slides in under the tag. So it's first and third again. And Heine Zimmerman makes his first appearance in the game. And he grounds to third. Grove throws over to Sternweiss for the force out, and that does it for the inning. But they get 3 runs. It's now 4-1 Hagerstown. So now Sam Lever's got a little bit of a lead to work with, and he faces Ichiro Suzuki, who's hasn't got up yet. He's 9th batter in the order, so here's his first at bat. Grounds to shortstop. Hannes Wagner makes the throw to Adcock, makes it look easy, and is out number 1. And Frank Chance, who's 1 for 1 in the game with a stolen base, lines it to Adcock, who takes it himself, out number 2. And Vladimir Guerrero is 0 for 1 in the game. And he hits a shot to left field. That's gone. That was a line drive shot over the left field wall. And it's his 20th home run of the season, 325 feet, just over that left field corner wall. And it's now 4-2 now. So Chico's gets a run back. And Heine Gross steps to the plate, and he grounds it to Adcock, who takes it to first, and that does it for the inning. But they scratch out a run, so it's now 4-2 Hagerstown after 3. And here comes Bill Raridan. The pitch, and he hits a fly ball to left field, and Braun's there for the catch. Out number 1, and is Hannes Wagner, who's 1 for 2 with a run. And he strikes out Hannes Wagner. Wow, okay. And Fred Clark steps to the plate. He's still 1 for 1 with a hit and he was also hit by a pitch. So here's the pitch. And Clark grounds it to the pitcher, throws to first, out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning. Well, the bottom of the 4th, and here's Johnny Bench leading off, is 0 for 1. And he gets a base hit to right field, right through the hole, and we got 1 on with nobody out, and his Snuffy Sternweiss 0 for 1 in the game. And Bench takes off. He's caught stealing. So Bill Raridan throws out 2 runners so far in the game. And it's Snuffy Sternweiss again. 0-1 pitch. And he hits a fly ball to right center field, but Hank Aaron's there to make the catch. Out number 2, and here's Ryan Braun. And he grounds a single up the middle, and he's on first base.
Caught stealing hurts now.
Yes, it does, yeah. Especially with a catcher like Johnny Bench. Like, okay. Yeah. Okay. Jason Bartlett's up. He hit a home run down the left field line in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. And he hits a squeaker over to Hannes Wagner and throws to first, out number 3. So we go to the 5th inning, 4-2 game, 4-2 lead for Hagerstown. So here's Hank Aaron, 1 for 2 in the game. Here's the pitch. He hits a fly ball deep down the left field line, but Braun's there, makes the catch, out number 1. Eddie Matthews is up, 0 for 1. And he hits a ground ball to Frank Chance, who takes it himself, out number 2. And here comes Joe Adcock. And he hits a shot down the left field line, down into the corner, rattles around. Ryan Braun has to chase after it, throws over to second. Oh, gets cut off by the shortstop, and it's a double for Joe Adcock. Second double of the day. And we got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and Bob Horner's up, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Here's the pitch. And he hits a fly ball. This could be trouble. I think this could fall in. It's high, and they were all converging, and it does. It falls in for a single and an RBI again for Horner. You can tell by all those plays all converging on it. Nobody called for anybody. Nobody called anybody off. So it just fell into the middle of them, and we got an RBI single with 2 outs for Bob Horner. It makes it 5-2 for the Hagerstown Braves. And here's Shane Mack, 1 for 2 in the game today, and he flies up. Pop fly. It looks like it might make it into the seats, but Frank Chance is giving it his all, and he just misses it. Just hits the top of the dugout, and Frank Chance can't do anything about it. So here's the pitch, 2-2 pitch, and he loses him and loses Mack and walks him. So we got Heine Zimmerman's 0 for 1, steps to the plate against Eller, and he shoots one into the gap. Yeah, it could be extra bases. Nope. They cut it off, and it's RBI single for Zimmerman. So a poor play by Bartlett makes it 6-2 for Hagerstown. They're starting to pull away here. And here's Bill Raritan. It's kind of a must out. Right? They need this out right here. And here's the pitch from Eller. And Raritan line drive. Oh, and Frank Chance saves the extra bases and snags that one. So it's now 6-2 after 4.5, and we have Greasy Neal leading off with Suzuki and Chance following. And Sam Lever's still pitching, and he's only got 46 pitches, so he's definitely in good shape here. And here's the pitch to Greasy Neal, and Greasy Neal sends one into right field for a base hit. And brings up Ichiro Suzuki's 0 for 1 so far in the game. And a check on Neal, and he's safe. And here's the pitch to Suzuki. He hits a fly ball to Shane Mack, and he hauls it in for out number 1. And Frank Chance gets up to the plate, 1 for 2 with a stolen base. Oh, I hit Q by accident. It's going to ask me if he wants to take second. Oh, jeez. I don't know. What do you think? Should I just be safe and sit no? I hit Q by accident. Instead of C.
I'd say no.
Even though he's got an 87% chance.
Well, to be safe.
I'll take it. Yeah, I have to say, yeah.
If it's 87%.
Save.
There you go.
I hit no to send him to second, but they still did it anyway. So anyway, all right. That's my fault. But so Frank Chance has a single. I think that was a single, and it was just he got to second on the throw. So here comes Vladimir Guerrero. Runs two runs in scoring position with 1 out. Here's the pitch. And he flies out to Fred Clark. Let's see if Greasy Neal tags up. I don't think so. It's shallow, and he doesn't go anywhere. So, and Heidi Grote comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1, and here's the pitch. And Heidi Grote drives him in. So, 2-out single, 2-run single, 2 RBIs, and it's now 6-4. So they erased the 2 runs that Hagerstown scored in the top of the 5th with their own. So still 2 outs, and Johnny Bench comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2, and his Heidi Grote takes off, and he's caught stealing
for the second time.
Is that the second time? That's him. Okay, yeah. So third run thrown out by Raritan. So not bad. Pretty good. I'll have to check out his caught stealing percentage after this game because I'm curious about it now. But that brings us to the top of the 6th now. It's 6-4, and Hannes Wagner leads off. And Hannes Wagner does a bunt. Drops a bunt single. Look at that. Playing some small ball, some dead ball baseball. Who would have thought at Tropicana Field to be playing dead ball? All right, so base hit bunt hit by Wagner, and here comes Fred Clark. Check on Wagner, and he's out. He got picked off.
Caught napping.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was probably yapping away at somebody in the dugout, in the visiting dugout, right next to first base, and so yeah, he gets picked off. So there's 1 out now, and there's Fred Clark. He walks him, so they got to run it right back on first base, and here's Hank Aaron here, and Fred Clark takes off, but there's a ground ball to short, and they won't be able to get Fred Clark because he ran, and they throw to first for the shore out, and moves Clark over to second with 2 outs. And here's Eddie Matthews 0 for 2. And he hits a fly ball left field, and Braun's should have that, and he does. And that's the end of that inning. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, 6-4. Johnny Bench leading off, followed by Sternweiss and Braun. The pitch to Bench. Walks him. Okay, so Bench is on first with nobody out, and his Sternweiss is 0 for 2. It's the last time Bench got caught stealing. See if they try it again. They do not. And Sternweiss grounds to third, over to second for Zimmerman for 1, but they won't get Sternweiss, who's speedy. And he stands at first base with 1 out now. And here's Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun grounds to third. He throws a second to Zimmerman for 1, and he cannot get Ryan Braun at first for the double play. So we got 2 outs now with runner at first. And here's Jason Bartlett, who hit the home run to score a run in the second inning. Here's the pitch. Oh, pickoff attempt. He's safe. And Bartlett grounds to first. Adcock takes it. So weak ground out ends the inning, and we go to the 7th inning, 6-4, Hagerstown. Joe Adcock steps to the plate with 2 doubles, 2 for 3. Here's the pitch. Grounds it to Grow. Grow over to first, out number 1. And Bob Horner's 2 for 3, 2 RBIs. The pitch to Horner. Strikes him out. Hod Eller's got 5 strikeouts. 6 runs given up. I mean, I wonder how much longer he's going to be in there, but we'll see. Shane Mack. He flies to left field, and Ryan Braun makes the catch. And we go to the 7th inning stretch, which I'm not going to wait for because we already did it. So,
Right.
so I go to Greasy Neal, leads off, and he grounds it to Zimmerman, makes the play over to first for out number 1. I was just going to say, it seems like, I don't know what it is, but it seems like they very rarely use relievers. And I don't know if that's all set up in the manager file, but to me, in my games, I feel like the relievers are never used, and it seems like doing these games, like all the starters just stay in. Maybe that's just the way it's set, but see what happens. I'm not sure if, for instance, I'm not sure if Hodell is set to come out after 5 earned runs, but he's given up 6, so he must not have. So we'll see what happens. But I just have, we saw last game. I saw, 10 inning a pitcher pitched 11 innings. Dizzy Trout, and the other guy pitched 10 in the third or something like that. So anyway, so that's just something I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
But here's Ichiro Suzuki, 0 for 2 here, and he hits a fly ball to right field. Hank Aaron makes the play for out number 2, and Frank Chance could be his last chance. Comes up, it's 2 for 3. Here's this pitch, and he walks him. So. Let's see, he's got a stolen base, so I'll see. I probably wouldn't be advised to steal with down 2 runs, but we'll see what happens. Here's Vladimir Guerrero. He's got a home run this game, 1 for 3. They check on him, he's safe. Check on him again, he's safe again. 3 for $1. So
there's a hit and run.
Rounds a base hit, yeah. Oh, and Frank Chance makes it to third, yeah, on the hit and run. So after 2 pickoff attempts, he goes, and on the hit and run, that was a smart play there. They gets him over to third base.
Chicos need to capitalize right here.
Yep, exactly. Hani grows 1 for 2, 2 outs. Pressure situation. Here's the pitch. Oh, Reardon checks in on Lever first. Here he comes. And grounds it to Wagner. Great play over to Zimmerman. Yeah,
Wagner does it again.
Yep, exactly. Second great play of the game. Shuts down the inning. We go to the top of the 8th, and Chico's is just going to have to hope they can keep Hagerstown in check for the next 2 innings and give themselves a chance to come back. But here comes Heine Zimmerman to face Hod Eller. I didn't know Kirk McCaskill was warming up. He's coming in to pitch for Chico's. McCaskill is in 42 in the third innings is 1-2, the 3.61 ERA this season. And he's going to face Zimmerman, who's 1 for 2 in the game. Here's the pitch. Zimmerman, it's a fly ball deep to left field, but Braun is there and makes the catch. Web gem, actually. Was that he catches it? He crashed into the wall and made the catch. He's lucky he didn't get hurt. Almost did a bump Bailey there.
Bump Bailey, right.
And here comes Bill Raridan, who's 0 for 3, but has also thrown out 3 people on the base path. So that basically erases any bad bats he's had. So here comes the pitch to Raridan. And he grounds to Grow at third, who throws it over across the diamond and gets the lumbering Raridan at first for out number 2. And Hannes Wagner comes to the plate 2 for 4. 2 great plays in the field as well. So here comes the pitch to Wagner. And it's a weak pop-up to second base. They lucked out there, and Bartlett's there, makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And that's just what the doctor ordered for Chico's. And here's Johnny Bench, Snuffy Sternweiss, and Ryan Braun due up against Sam Lever, who's looking good at 88 pitches, so see what happens. And Johnny Bench flies out and right to Shane Mack, makes out number 1. Snuffy Sternweiss 0 for 3. 276 average this season. Here's the pitch.
Strike 3.
Strikes him out. So Sam Lieber's on point right now. And here's Ryan Braun, 1 for 3 today. And he has a line drive home run.
Oh,
Number 7, Ryan Braun gets a hold of one, puts it in the left center field bleachers.
Chico's making a statement here, man.
Another 325-foot home run. I don't know how that makes sense to hit in the left center field, but that's a really short left center field. But anyway, we'll suspend disbelief and we'll say he hit a home run. So it's 6-5 game here, and here's Jason Bartlett. He's 1 for 3 with a home run himself, and here's the pitch, and he grounds to Wagner. Of course, Wagner makes the short play to first, and it's going to be out number 3. But they get the run to go down by 1. So it's the top of the 9th, and Kirk McCaskill is going to face Fred Clark, Hank Aaron, and Eddie Matthews. Not exactly lightweights here.
No.
And here comes the pitch from McCaskill,
Ball 4.
and he walks Fred Clark. So that's not what you wanted to do here on the 9th inning. But here comes Hank Aaron is 1 for 4, and check in on Clark, and he's out. Another pickoff. Wow. Fred Clark gets picked off this time. So we got Bill Raridan on one team with three caught stealings, and we have the pitchers on the other team doing 2 pickoffs. So some base running errors here today, keeping this game close. And here comes Hank Aaron, and he lines it back to McCaskill, makes the grab. He was kind of getting out of the way and threw his glove up there and then made the catch. So that was good. And here comes Eddie Matthews, 0 for 3 today, facing McCaskill. McCaskill grounded right back to him again, throws the chance, so he gets out of there. So McCaskill does some yeoman's work here in relief and keeps them off the board. 6-5 game. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We have Greasy Neal, Ichiro Suzuki, and Frank Chance due up. So it should be exciting here. Here's Sam Lieber still coming out on the mound. And the pitch to Lieber. Oh, I'm sorry. Joe Torre's going to play catcher. Catcher? Okay. And Warren Spahn's going to come in to pitch for Hagerstown. And here we go. Warren Spahn is, let me just go over his stats. Not exactly great stats. 22 1/3 innings, an 8.06 ERA. 2 home runs given up. 15 walks and 12 strikeouts. So we'll see what happens. This could be interesting. The left-hander faces Greasy Neal, who's also a left-hander. And Cal Ripken's going to come in to pinch hit. So we got some strategy going on from the managers. Cal Ripken strikes out. So the Hagerstown Braves won that one. They won the strategy battle there. And here comes Ichiro Suzuki, another left-hander. 0 for 3. And we got Julio Franco is going to come in for him. We'll see what this works out any better. And he grounds to third. Eddie Matthews throws over to first. So there's 2 quick outs, and Frank Chance is the last chance. So yeah, sorry about that. That was just kind of had to take that one.
It was kind of beautiful, man. It was
yeah. So Warren Spahn comes in, pitching 2/3 and gets 2 quick outs, and here's Frank Chance trying to keep the inning alive. And he does with a base hit to right field. So Frank Chance is on, 3rd hit of the game. And Vladimir Guerrero's up, who 2 for 4 with a home run. So we'll see what happens here. He's a right-hander to face Spahn. And here comes the pitch. Walks him. So it's first and second. Oh, boy. It's getting interesting.
Yes, it is.
Heine Groh, 1 for 3. 2 ribbies in the game. And here is the pitch. And it's grounded to Wagner. Who else throws the second? That's the game. 6-5. Hagerstown holds on to win. Has a great game here. So
yeah, it was. Wow.
Hagerstown, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Bail bonds, 5 runs, 11 hits and no errors. 7 left on base for each team. And that's a great game to end out this week.
Sure is. Great job, Mike.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just going to sim the rest of the day, and then we'll zip it up and put it out for someone for tomorrow. But let's just at a glance, we had Fred Clark with 1 for 2 with a double and 2 walks. Adcock 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Ryan Braun with a home run. Frank Chance 3 for 4 with a stolen base. And Guerrero 2 for 4 with a home run. So in pitching, we had Lieber's got his 11th win, and Eller gets his 5th this season. So and Spahn gets the save his 8th. So Great game there. So let's see what we got left on the schedule for the week. All right, let's see. All right, so we start off with Chicago Lancaster again. And Lancaster lambaste Chicago 13-3. Cuellar is 13-6 now. Bill Hands, the loser. And Martinez, 2 home runs with 5 now. And that brings us to Carpathian and Hadley Lake. This is a tough task right here for Beatles' team.
Yeah.
And they fall to 6-5 to Hadley Lake. Eddie Plank, the winner. Candelaria, the loser. And Florence in Canada, this one should not be an issue.
A challenge.
But we'll see. 12-3 Canada takes the lead. Yeah.
Ouch.
Canada 12-game winning streak. Yeah, that's not a bad week for Canada at all. And Florence is probably not a bad team to keep that going either. So, and here's Amazing in Edmonton. Amazing beats Edmonton 8-4. Blue Moon Odom goes to 10-10. And Berlin and T-Ville. T-Ville defeats Berlin 7-3. And we go to Cleveland, Manchester. Let's see what. And Manchester knocks off Cleveland 5-4. Matt Thornton the win. So Manchester goes to 45-50. They're still kind of languishing down there in fifth place.
Fifth place. Weird to see Manchester down there.
It is, but yeah, it's a
World
tough
Series
league,
winner last season.
Well, when you win the World Series, it's going to be tough the next year because you're losing 15 players and you have to kind of build it back with a really low draft pick. So it really makes it really difficult for that type of team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's to be able to win back to back would be amazing. Would be actually amazing. Actually, in this league, the way it's set up. So, all right. So here's Long Island and Lehigh. Lehigh beats Long Island 5-2. Max Lanier gets his 14th win, and we got the Chico's game, and we have Lehigh goes 2 games behind now.
Yeah,
wow. They're really making a move here. And Dallas and San Francisco. Dallas takes care of business and goes 46-48. Cy Young gets his 9th win, 14 losses. Kovaleski, I got someone I want to look at because I think I have to look at him after, but I'm pretty sure he didn't have a whole lot of innings pitched that season. I could be wrong, unless it's someone else I'm thinking about. But I have to check him out because I know he did a number on my team a few games. But he's 12-9, so he must not be. But anyway, that's another. I'll do a little looking into that. But his D-Gens in Liverpool. This is D-Gens has their work cut out for him on this one.
You got to play.
And they lose 9-5. They lose. Eddie Seacott beats Rick Russell. And D-Gens falls to last place in the win division.
Ouch.
So, yeah, that's it's very surprising. So, but hey, it is what it is. And here's Tampa Bay and Vegas. Vegas shuts out Tampa Bay 2-0. So David Cohen with his 14th win, and Tim Lincecum gets his loss. He's 11-4. So I mean, Lincecum is easily the leader in pitching here in the ERA, but still 2 runs wasn't enough to get the win. So, and here comes St. Pete and Mid-Michigan. St. Pete beats Mid-Michigan, so they surprised Mid-Michigan to get the win. So that's it. That does it for the day here. We got Chico's in first place by 2 games over Lehigh. That's definitely tightened up. Liverpool over Berlin, 5.5 games. That's not out of the realm of impossibility for Berlin to come. And even Hagerstown is 7.5 games, but anything can happen with 2 months left.
Absolutely.
More than 2 months. And then we have Hadley Lake leading Mid-Michigan and Tampa Bay. And then Canada, getting a comfortable lead over Lancaster, and Vegas is, staying strong, even though they're pretty much probably out of it mathematically, not mathematically, but, mentally, I think Vegas is out of it. So, but keep in mind now, though, there's been a lot of trades in the last week.
Right.
A lot of trades. And I'm usually it's the usual suspects like Chicago and Vegas and Liverpool. And Liverpool's making all these trades too, and they're in first place. So we'll see how that works out. But and Chico's made a big trade with 3 starting pitchers. He's replacing. So we'll see what happens. I think a lot of these standings could easily change.
Oh, absolutely. I expect some shakeup.
Yeah, I mean, Hadley Lakes has they've traded a bunch of key players. And some of them they're playing with now, but I mean, they're actually staying strong here in the division, so that's good to see. But it's just going to be interesting to see what happens, like, what strategies are going to win out for each team, So
Absolutely.
let me just take a look at the injuries real quick. Get everybody, if they want to see their team, I'll post them anyway, but I always like to look at them here. So current injuries. We have Dre back to the 23rd. Let's see if we have anybody. Mike Lowell's hurt to the 24th. That's not bad. What day are we on? We're on the 21st, so it's not too bad. Roberto Clementi's out to August 4th with a stinger. August 10th for Vinny Castilla. August 2nd for Joey Votto. August 12th for Aramis Ramirez. 4th for Glenn Becker's out to the 4th. He got hurt in that game. Dale Murphy's out to the 10th. Lou Whitaker's out to the 10th. He also got hurt today in one of the games I played. Geez, I'm like Dr. Death over here with injuries, huh? Then we got Seminick, Hairston Jr. Yeah, so nothing really. I don't think other than those are the longest term injuries that I can see. Oh wait, September 16th for Randy Johnson. Wow, that's a long
that
injury.
That hurts.
Yeah, it's T-ville, so
yeah.
They'll just get a nice, help them get another nice pick for next season's draft. But yeah, I mean, so we'll see what happens. I guess Melvin Moore is going to come in for the D-Gens to pick up the slack for Lowell. So that does it. Oh, you know what? Let me just look at one other thing if anybody's hanging on here. So cool thing I wanted to see, what we were looking at before is hitting streaks. Let's see what we got for hitting streaks. So the longest streak of the season so far has been George Brett with 21 games. Cy Seymour had 20. Willie Mays currently has the highest with Elmer Flick and Hank Aaron with 11 games each. So, it's just fun to see who's got the highest streaks here. And, and what else we got here? There's the top performances. So you got the, most plate appearances. Obviously there was like a 23 inning game between Tampa Bay and Amazing. So it gets 11 plate appearances in a game. But we got a couple of 6-hit games, one for Keith Hernandez, one for Willie Mays. 2 triple games, a lot of those. Only no 3 home run games. That's kind of surprising. Only a bunch of 2 home run games. 5 runs for DeRosa.
Carver was 7 RBI in a game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Whitey Karowski, two 6 RBI games. Wagner actually has. Wait, is there? Leon Wagner. There's 2 Wagner,
right? Yeah.
All right. Oh, Seminick had 5 Ks. Singleton had 5 Ks in one game. 3
Hottest Wagner, man. How many? What is that? 3 steals? Yeah, along with Murray, a bunch of others. Pretty cool. Yeah,
it's pretty neat, right? The dubious thing: 6 errors for Jerry Hairston Jr.
Oh,
I don't know if he was playing he must have been playing out of position. I had to check that one out June 21st or whatever, but that had to have been the case. I can't imagine anybody making 6 errors at their regular position. Yeah, so, and then there's pitches. Hits a lot. I'm surprised I'm not up in any. Well, Saberhagen had 16 hits allowed in one game, but I mean, Russell had 15. But I
look at Lulich at 1 and 2 on earned runs. He had a couple of bad outings there.
Oof. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, how do you not get pulled for that? I don't know.
Good question.
How does that not? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's some questionable manager file preferences here, or if there are any. If with Florence, I don't think there are. He has any, but I could be wrong. Whoever this Ruben Pfeffer guy is on Long Island, not too good. Strikeouts. Waddell had 21 strikeouts in a game.
And then he's number 2 with 20.
Look at July 16th. He would have the record. That's the major league record right there. 21 strikeouts. That's amazing. That just happened like the 16th of July. So that was probably during Bernie's sim or something.
Right. Well, it's been a thing this season to check when Waddell pitches, how many of these strikeouts a game, and he's usually in double digits.
Oh my goodness! Wow, look at it. 15, 15, 15, 15. That's amazing. I mean, that's why I like to check these things, because you find out some cool things here.
Right.
Sam Leva pitching. Okay, so that's that. Let me just check the no-hitter screen here. Bennett, Smithson, Odom, Broglio, Lincecum. Blyleven has 2 no-hitters this game, including a perfect game. Benton and Neg. Yeah, so nobody else has got a no-hitter.
Of course,
So,
Venice is a
yeah.
perfect game, so that's even cooler.
Yeah, exactly. They should tell you. It should be an asterisk there or something if it's a perfect game, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
League. What else is there? I think it's the league. Well, league records and injuries. I did that. Yeah. So you got team top performances too, but we don't have to look at that. I don't know what highlights is, but anyway, still want to look at that stuff. But yeah, so that's about it.
Well, Mike, you did a great
Thanks for
job,
coming.
man.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Beatles. Thanks everyone.
You bet, bud.
And
I'm going
I'll
to get and
see.
jump out.
Yeah, I'll see you guys on Discord possibly. You have a good night, Beatles, and I'll talk to you soon.
Definitely play Balatro.
I will. All right.
All right,
See
man.
you later. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.